Okay, on this trip, Holly and I are headed down to Corey, Pennsylvania. We are speaking this evening at the Corey Library. So that's a trip. So we're back to being in the car with you guys today. And today we're going to talk a little bit about some more things that people may not know about us.
Oh, yeah. We are women of mystery.
We have many, many facets.
Well, I said to Susan, I don't know what people don't know about me, but she came up with one.
I did. I knew what people might not know about her.
You might not know that I am bionic. Bionic, you say? I said, yeah, I am. I was in a car accident when I was young and shattered my one leg. So I have plates and screws all over it. And when there is some big terror concern,
when the terror alert goes up
and the machines are on
hypersensitive,
I buzz. So for a while, everything was hyper for a very long while. I buzzed every time I traveled. I just knew I was going to get frisked. And you start to really rate people and how nice they are as they frisk you. So I would set off the alarm and it'd say, yeah, there's plates and screws, it's my right leg, and they'd wand me and they'd frisk me. And most were just about business. Some were really actually pleasant. I was in St. Louis, and there was a security team that I knew from the beginning I was going to like, and I suspected I was going to buzz. I buzzed on my way there. And an older gentleman came with his carry-on, and the young kid behind the belt ran out, picked his carry-on up, and put it on the belt for him, and then picked up mine too, which I suspect was just so the gentleman didn't feel bad. And I'm like, oh, that was just so nice and so polite. And so as I got through and I buzzed and they were frisking me, she was so sweet. She's like, now, honey, I'm going to be touching here, but it's going to be back of my hand. And I'm just like just nice. And
some of them are fabulous. They really are. I mean, they have a job to do. And well, some of them can be jerky,
right. And
but some of them can be great.
It's not a great job, and some are like anything else. There are great ones, but this was just a great team. So as we got done, I am a fan of nice notes, and I think I've mentioned that so some of you know about it. But if somebody goes out of their way to do something nice for me, I like to call attention to it, and I tend to actually write notes as opposed to send an email. It just has more validity. So I said, hey, do you have your supervisor's name and address? I'm going to send a nice note. You guys were fantastic. And she looked shocked because I suspect
probably nobody ever.
Security teams do not get a lot of nice
notes. No.
And now this is verified because when I was done and I sent it, and I enclosed my contact information, so my email was there. I got an email like 2 days later. And he's like, can we put this in our newsletter? And I'm like,
yes.
How that?
Yes, you can.
So there's something. I'm bionic, and you might not know that.
And you write nice notes.
And I do write nice notes. And I highly, occasionally, if you annoy me and you're in the service industry, I write, and they're never so mean. Nice. They're never mean, but they're me saying why I'm not happy with your service. Mm-hmm. And
sometimes you have to do that.
I'm always nice about it, but I prefer the nice ones, and I do try to make sure my karma's balanced by always having more nice notes than not nice notes.
Oh, that's good.
There you are. You're
okay, something that people don't know about me. 2 things that relate to high school. Number 1, I was the valedictorian of my high school class. I was a nerd. Everybody knows this.
I was going to start coughing.
I was a bookworm. Everybody knows this. It's funny, though, because in my junior year, they told us what our ranking was, and I did not think I was number 1, right? I thought this other girl was number 1. I think it was in our junior year. It may have been the end of our sophomore year. But they told us that we were tied. Right?
Ooh.
Okay, now that brought out the competitive spirit in me because here's the thing. She made a nasty remark like she couldn't believe we were actually tied. And that pissed me off. And so I was like, oh, okay, I will show you. And I did. So I was the valedictorian. The other thing is, my senior year in high school, we had a brand new high school. So I was actually the very first graduate of the high school.
Oh,
but also,
very cool.
With my ex-husband, we wrote the high school's alma mater. He wrote the music, and I wrote the lyrics. However, they wouldn't adopt it as the alma mater the year I graduated. He was a year behind me. By the time he graduated, it had been adopted as the actual official alma mater. So We're infamous at that school because
So
we
what
wrote
you're
it.
saying,
So
what you're saying is you are a published musician as well.
Well, I don't know. I wrote the lyrics, so I don't know that I'm
That's
not a
music,
musician.
it's words.
I wrote the lyrics for it. It's still words, but
Yeah.
but the fun thing is, then that means that at every high school graduation, my name is in the program.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, that's
You're a
pretty-
nerd, but you're a cool nerd.
I'm a nerd. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll be back with more stuff on this trip to Corey. So we'll see you next time.